Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new top 5 mints of the week, where we every single Sunday cover the 5 best mints happening on Solana over the next 7 days. And I do think we have some really interesting projects in today's video, even though it's not like the best week for mints and obviously not the best market for mints either. But I do still think there's money to be made if you choose the right mints and also just the right place on secondary and stuff, even though we're kind of in a bear market right now. But for sure, some interesting projects that I want to show you guys today. So if you get any value from today's video and just enjoy it overall, do consider to smash that like and subscribe down below to never miss any of my content. Check out these projects down below in the description, because this is not financial advice. You should always do your own research and invest at your own risk. Check out my Twitter and my Patreon down below in the description as well. And before we jump into the first one, this video is recorded on Thursday and going live on Sunday, so some of the numbers and stuff might be a bit off from when I'm recording to when you guys are watching. The reason being, I'm actually leaving for New York for NFT NYC tomorrow, so I had to pre-record this video a little bit. Really excited for that. I'm actually gonna vlog the entire trip and events and stuff as well, which will be really interesting. My first ever vlog on the channel. You'll probably see some familiar faces because I'm gonna meet up with a ton of people that I've been talking to for a while on Twitter and stuff. A bunch of different Solana NFT YouTubers that you may know and like other people, so it's gonna be really fun. But with all that said, let's jump right into the first project. Alright, and the first project today is Art of Mob. Minting June 21st, Hollywood brought glory to the mafia. It's time we do the same to the NFT scene. Now, these guys have been getting quite a bit of hate recently because they decided to go for a 5 Solana mint price with their 10k supply, of course, and in this market, I really don't think that will end well. I will probably not mint this one myself, but they have a ton of hype, and I do think long term they have potential because they have a pretty interesting roadmap that I will show you shortly. But right off the bat, 5 Solana with a 10k supply for this project is pretty over the top in my opinion. Basically every single 10k collection that has chosen a high mint price recently has been flopping, except for a few projects like Just Apes and Bubble Goose Ballers maybe, but that was pretty different, I would say. So I'll probably not mint Art of Mob, but long term I might look for a play. Depends how they execute on their roadmap. But basically they have 160,000 followers here on Twitter, and their artwork is super unique. Personally, I really like some of the sneak peeks that they've shown so far, but there are also some that I don't like as much. But taking a look at their roadmap here in their Discord, the part 1 is called the moving picture. The current NFT ecosystem is heavily revolving around JPEG type of NFTs. As the space is maturing, the next natural evolution will be the adoption of moving JPEGs. So they're basically trying to build an NFT marketplace for moving pictures, which basically is video-based content. So basically NFTs that are videos or GIFs or those sorts of NFTs basically, which could be really interesting. Personally, I don't really think video-based NFTs will get as big as JPEGs, but there is for sure a lot of potential there as well. That could for sure be really interesting if they're able to build a good marketplace like that, only focusing on video-based NFTs. But obviously it also requires that people actually start buying video-based NFTs, which is another problem, I guess. But it will be interesting to see. Now they will also have staking with their own POP token, as well as scalability, where Art of Mob signed partnerships with Robocom VR and Central Movie, highly acclaimed companies in the film and VR industries. This roadmap is for sure a lot more interesting than a lot of the other roadmaps from some of these hyped mints that we're seeing. They're actually trying to build something and bring utility to the space, but obviously I don't know if they're actually able to execute well on an idea like this. So overall, I do think the mint is pretty crazy with 5 Solana for a 10k supply right now. I do think they will fall below mint price after their mint. Now next up on the list, we have Chill Dogs Club, the chillest dogs on Solana, powered by the Tipsy token. They currently have over 90,000 followers here on Twitter, and taking a look at their website, they basically have their roadmap, but they don't really have a roadmap. Pretty similar to some of these other hyped mints that we've seen that just don't really have a roadmap. Personally, I'm a bigger fan of projects that have specific roadmaps, something like Art of Mob, where they're saying exactly what they're trying to build. Now, Chill Dogs only says that be such a dope soul that people crave your vibes. Now, they do have this character in the background with a bunch of tattoos, and I'm pretty sure they're trying to tease some of their roadmap right here because they have NYC 2023, so they might host an event next year. They have raffles right here on the leg. They have some merchandise, it seems like, some music things. So I do think they're trying to tease something with this character, but obviously I don't know anything specific about their roadmap. But jumping over to their Discord, you can see that they're minting for 2 Solana with a supply of 6,666, which honestly is pretty nice to see because obviously, we're seeing a lot of collections go for a 10k supply with a high mint price, such as Art of Mob with 10k and 5 Sol. So 6666 supply with a 2 Sol mint price is not bad at all in this market, in my opinion. Now, the question obviously becomes, do they have enough hype to actually sell out? But taking a look at their art, I kind of like this art. It's basically your standard animal NFT art that we've seen a bunch of times before in the space, but I do honestly like it. And they are minting on June 20th, obviously, as you can see. So overall, Chill Dogs has a ton of hype. They have some pretty cool looking art, but the thing that I don't really like is that they don't say anything about their long-term plans and vision and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see, but their price and supply is pretty fair as well, in my opinion. So Chill Dogs Club is for sure another interesting project minting this week. Moving on to the third project, we have the Haughty Mummies. Minting on June 22nd, a community of mummies more haughty than ever. These guys currently have like 90,000 followers here on Twitter, as you can see, and jumping over to their Discord, you can see that they have a supply of 6,070 NFTs and minting for 1.75 Solana, which is pretty fair as well, in my opinion. And taking a look at their sneak peeks, personally, I actually really like this art. This is probably my favorite art out of these 5 projects that I'm talking about in today's video. They're basically pretty like simplistic, really colorful mummies, as you can tell right here. And another thing that I like is that they have a really detailed roadmap, so they go over everything they're trying to do. So first of all, you have launch, and then you have staking, where you can earn their SARK token, and the SARK token will have a liquidity pool, so we'll be able to swap it into Solana as well. Then they will set up their own DAO, as well as creation of the community tomb, which basically is a community wallet where 25% of the royalties will go to, and this money will basically be spent on investing into other blue chips and stuff like that, as well as distributing some of the profits back to holders. And then in phase 4, they're basically doing a community investment fund, which I find really interesting. Basically, the way this works is that $10,000 from the mint and then 20% of the total weekly royalties will be used to invest for 100% of the funds required for each project. So basically, they're funding 100% of the projects from some of their community members. So basically, community members will be able to apply with a white paper, pitch deck, and sketches, and basically they will choose 1 to 5 projects every single month from their community to basically fund and really build and launch that project. And obviously they will take a percentage of the project by doing this, which is fair. They're taking 8% from the mint and 1% of the royalties, as well as getting a lot of whitelist spots and some NFTs for their community as well, which is fair considering they're funding 100% of the creation of the project. But I think this is a really cool thing. They're basically saying that we will not be a launchpad nor an advisor. We will only give you 100% of the fees required for your project without any repayment conditions. So this is a really nice thing to do for their community. I'm betting there's a ton of people out there wanting to create their own project, but they just don't have the funds to do so. So this is for sure something I like and something I wish to see more projects do. Then in phase 5, you basically have arrival of the consummated mummies, which basically is their second collection. Then you have expansion in phase 6. So I do like the roadmap. So the Haughty Mummies is for sure another interesting project minting this week. Moving on to project number 4, we have Mighty Minions. Unique chance minigames, revenue share, and stake their MTKN token. Now these guys actually have a collection already as of recording this video. They're currently sitting at 3.5 Solana. Basically, they minted 1,200 NFTs. They only have like 500 Solana volume. I wish it was a bit more than that, but basically they minted 1.2k NFTs, currently sitting at 3.5 Sol, and this week they're minting 3,333 more NFTs basically. Now I don't have access to their Discord, so I can't really see right there, but they have their staking platform already live and up and running. They also have a PFP builder. I'm not sure exactly how this will work, if you will be able to basically build your own NFT. This project basically consists of 3 different factions, with the fire, forest, and the water faction. Taking a look at the roadmap, they're trying to do some interesting things. Basically, the first mint was 1,000 minions, it says here, and the phase 2 mint is 3,333. I don't know the mint price though, since I don't have access to the Discord. And then in phase 3, they're basically trying to release their own game. And then you have some holder rewards, as well as add value to their token and mighty expansion. So that's basically mighty minions. I don't have access to their Discord though, but it's for sure pretty interesting project. Now I don't know if they have enough hype to like sell out in these bad market conditions, but it was for sure one of the most interesting mints happening this week that I could find. And I couldn't really find any more like super interesting ones, but Corrupted Dogs is a pretty interesting one in my opinion. They have some really cool looking art. Take a look at this art. I personally really like it, but I'm not sure if they have enough hype to sell out, because they have a supply of 6,666 with only 6,000 Twitter followers and like 3,000 Discord members, I think. So they're a super small community, but we have been seeing recently that some of these smaller communities has actually outperformed some of the bigger ones, but their main price is yet to be announced, so I really hope they go for maybe like a 0.25 Solana mint price or something, just to make sure they sell out, and then they can build from there. Because if these guys go for like a 2 or 3 Solana mint price with only like 3,000 Discord members, I really don't see how they will be able to sell out. Now they are minting on June 24th, as you can see right here, and they do also have the roadmap in their Discord, which includes things such as different staking missions. Personally, I don't know if they have enough hype to sell out during mint, but it was the project that caught my eye the quickest when looking for my last project in today's video. And there you go, those were basically the 5 projects in today's video. Let me know what you thought of these, which one was your favorite. Let me know down below in the comment section. Also smash that like and subscribe down below to never miss any of my future videos. And if you enjoyed this one as well, of course, check out my Twitter and my Patreon down below. I share alpha, share all my purchases, host a ton of whitelist and Solana giveaways as well. The links to all of these projects will also be down below in the description if you want to go and take a further look into them. Now with all that said, I have to go and pack my bags for New York, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.